Well, hey everybody, it's your boy Montel. Good afternoon. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully everyone's doing okay. I'm glad. Sorry, I'm getting ready to upload another video, and I'm working on another one because the ideas come, but just haven't had the time. So, again, thank you guys for supporting my channel and backing me up. It's been a minute, but I'm trying to get back into the fray. You may hear a voice in the background. That's my roommate slash best friend. She's doing stuff. So if you hear noise randomly, yeah, that's why. I decided I'm gonna do a video today on acceptance. I have been fortunate enough that I have a wonderful family. I have beautiful friends who accept me for who I am with all my quirkiness and all my faults and everything else. But you got people out there who are trying hard to be accepted by the wrong people. And you have people out there who are the subjects of acceptance themselves, and they feel like they have all this power in their hands that they can tell anyone that, you know, you're part of the group, or you're part of my family, or you're part of, you know, my clique or whatever. And I'm here to tell you, acceptance goes both ways. If you are expecting someone to accept you, you're working harder for their acceptance, then it's not worth your time. If someone has already accepted you, but you're shunning them, the question is, why are you shunning them? We go through a lot. We go through a lot when it comes to acceptance. And the one type of acceptance I want to focus on is acceptance in person, in yourself. Growing up and going through school and everything else, I wasn't the most popular person in the world. I was considered a textbook geek. I was the guy in the corner who saw everything and knew everything, but was never a part of the activities, the parties, you know, the dances and all the other good stuff. But I was that guy who was great at Spanish and awesome at algebra, and I was the go-to guy. And in high school, it was tough for me to be accepted because I wanted friends, I wanted popular friends, and I wanted people to see that I am a really good guy. I am a bit on the socially awkward side when it comes to that side. I never had a problem talking, I was never really part of a clique. And as time went on, and I graduated high school, and I went to the Navy, and more of my real self started to come out. I started to see that as it comes out, people started to see who I am, and they accept me for who I am. And I started getting these lifelong friends, people that I'm still friends with after 20-some years. And there are some people who don't have that type of resolve. And even now to this very day, with me working at the game and comic store that I've talked about so many times, and you know, me working at my job as long as I have, and doing what I did for 20 years, I've got people who still accept me. I've had people in my life who have fallen to the wayside because of misunderstandings, maybe because of something going on in their life, and we've lost contact. I've even had a couple people who just didn't want to be around me anymore, and I can only respect that and understand that. But before you can gain acceptance from others, you got to accept who you are. You got to love who you are. You got to put yourself on a pedestal for once. Now, I'm not saying be so vain that no one can stand you, but exhibit and cultivate that confidence that's already there. I had to do that over a number of years. I mean, it allowed me to pursue a lot of endeavors that I had never had a chance to do before. One of them was stand-up comedy, and I ain't gonna lie, that is a very hard vocation to get into, but I was blessed enough to be able to do it. And I did it for a year. I didn't get paid for it, but it was the experience that I was looking for, and it taught me a lot. But with acceptance of myself, it has allowed me to gain confidence and to even gain a different perspective on things. When you're on the outside and you're trying to gain that acceptance from people, and it's a lot harder, but when you start to bloom like the flower that you are, and people start to see how amazing you are and how fun you are to be around and how awesome you are in conversations, then they start coming towards you. Now the role is switched. You are no longer being the acceptee, you're being the acceptor. And that's a good thing. But don't let power go to your head, because it's not really power. Because just as quick as someone wants to be near you, they can turn it off and have nothing to do with you. So the question remains, how do you want to be accepted? Do you want to be accepted for the legit, genuine person that you are? Or do you want to be accepted for the legend, I should say, for the urban legend that you have created for yourself, not really realizing that most legends aren't good ones? and a lot of legends are hard to live up to. So you don't want to build that reputation, but be yourself. However that may be, be yourself. You be yourself. Acceptance comes a lot easier, and heck, it's a lot easier to get away from the people who aren't going to accept you for who you are. Just be you. I did that. I'm not the sexiest guy in the world. I'm not the most handsome guy in the world. I'm definitely not rich, and I'm far from a Mensa member. But at the core, I am a good guy, and no matter what, I be there for my people. I try to be there for anybody, and that's just anyone in general. You know, we all want to be good people in some way, shape, or form. We want to have those really good friends and that wonderful family, and be accepted and be loved and be adored and all the other good stuff. So, but the center of that, and as I've said before with my friends, the nucleus of the cell is you. You got to focus on you, and you got to accept you. If you continue to accept you and love you and appreciate yourself for who you are, guess what? Other people will too. Now, I'm not saying it's an overnight process, and it's not something that's going to happen in 1 week or two. Some people, it takes a little bit of time. But the end result is you gaining a stronger meaning of whom you are, a better understanding of how you function, and most importantly, how you will function around other people. That's the key thing. If you can function better around other people and be comfortable with who you are, you have reached your goal. And people all around you will see the shining star that you are. So be that shining star. Go for it. But be happy with who you are before you expect someone else to accept you, because their acceptance, if you're not happy with yourself, is just vain. Because at the end of the day, they go home and you're stuck with yourself. So what kind of person do you want to see when you look in the mirror? Do you want to see that confident, happy person who has friends and family, or you want to be that person who's still searching, still looking? And if you're still searching and still looking, be honest with yourself. Be honest with who you are. Everything comes in stages. At each stage, there is a level of honesty that you have to accept. Accept that honesty and move on to the next level. Before you know it, you'll be where you need to be. And everybody will see how wonderful you are. Or no. But thank you for listening to me, guys. If you get a chance, hit me up with a comment. If you don't agree, comment. If you do agree, comment. If you like it, like it. If you don't like it. But everyone has their opinion, and my level of acceptance from you guys is wonderful, and I appreciate every bit of it. And thank you again for being patient with me. All right, if you have a chance, drop me a line. All right, take care. Talk to you soon. Bye.